Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you this evening? My name is Elizabeth, and this is Hillbilly Crime. So, how is everybody? Come on in. Come on in. Hit that like button for us on your way in if you don't mind. If you're not subscribed, take a second and make sure that you go hit that subscribe button. We have got a fantastic topic tonight. Preacher Man. He messed around and found out. Okay, so this was a trial that actually happened, I think, earlier in November. Just happened. Yeah, at the beginning of November. I think it's like on the 4th or something. Um, but uh, it was one of those nights where the air itself felt uneasy, like the kind of Memphis heat that sits heavy on your skin and on your spirit. In a quiet suburban neighborhood in Collierville, Tennessee, a place where folks usually worry more about HOA rules than gunfire. The peace was shattered by a knock at the door that would change everything. A young woman named Latasha Daniels, angry, heartbroken, and spiraling out of control. She showed up on the doorstep of Pastor Darrell and First Lady Dawn Richmond late one spring evening. What happened next is something that no sermon, no prayer circle, and no Sunday school lesson could have ever prepared them for. Inside that home, inside what should have been a sanctuary of faith and trust, gunfire erupted. The pastor was killed, his wife barely survived, and the shooter, well, she didn't flee, she stayed. And years later, she would do the unthinkable in her own criminal trial. She took the stand. She blamed the victims, and she told a story that left the courtroom pretty stunned. Tonight, we're going to walk through the timeline, the relationships, the claims, the contradictions, and the testimony, chapter by chapter, so you can understand exactly how a tragic, tangled mess of emotions, obsession, betrayal, and violence ended in a pastor dead, his wife wounded, and a courtroom trying to make sense of it all. So, all right. Did any of you guys watch this trial? It is very, very fascinating what has been going on with her. We're gonna watch her take the stand. Um I've got it up here. Let's see. Let me go back over here to my timeline. So, let me get up here. All right. The background. Pastor Darrell Richmond was a married pastor living in Collierville, Tennessee. And let me pull up her picture. Please don't start. Please don't start. Y'all know what it's like. This was my thumbnail, but this is her picture. I just wanted to put that up there while I read this. So, Pastor Darrell Richmond lived in Collierville, Tennessee. Daniels was younger. She was single and reportedly developed an emotional and possibly romantic attachment to this preacher. And according to her, okay, we're going to hear it all, but according to her, he really took advantage of her big time. He was married. How many of these married preachers do we see, you know, stepping out on their wives, taking advantage of the financial aspect of a church and the donations that they can get? You're getting ready to hear it all. So let me pull this up. Yeah, that's it. And we're going to listen to her tell what her side of the story is. It's fascinating.
Daniels. You can raise your right hand. Do you swear and affirm to tell the whole truth?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you may have a seat. Can you please state and spell your name?
Latasha, Latosha. Daniels, Daniels.
Before we get into all of the allegations here, have you ever testified in a situation like this before?
No,
Is this a comfortable situation?
not at all.
Please let me know if you need anything, okay? I want to talk to you about, first, your childhood. Your childhood, okay?
Okay.
Can you tell me about your parents?
My parents, my father was retired military and a minister, and my mom, she was my mother.
Was your biological father the man that you called dad?
No, I was raised by my stepfather, and so I called him father, and my biological father I called Papa.
Now, the dad that you lived with, right? What did he do for a living?
Once he retired from the military, he was, from my knowledge, he worked at Combs, and he retired from there. And then he began to work for the Salvation Army, where he ran the community community center where the youth would go. And so once he retired from there, he was just home, sitting on the porch and buying land and doing gardens.
At any point did he become an ordained minister?
He did. I was in elementary, but I do recall him becoming an ordained minister.
What would you consider his reputation to have been within your community?
He was highly respected in our community. Everyone knew of my father and respected him well.
And did they know that you were your father's daughter?
Oh yes, to the point to where, like, if anybody seen my sisters and I, they would say, "That's Mr. Briggs' daughter." It's like they knew that who we were.
Did that mean something in that community to be his daughter?
Most definitely, and we carried ourselves accordingly.